She said the other time that we should not be dull, like so. Though this section is for, I don't know if we have builders in the house. So if you are a builder, if you are building, you are looking to build a solution, this section is for you. So let me put it that way. But first and foremost, I'm happy to be here, and I really appreciate the organizers of this event. I'm always looking forward to the event, every year, and it's been a great value to the ecosystem, to developers, everyone at large. So my name is Titus Adenugba. I'm a Web3 senior product manager, and I'm also a founder. So what I have for us today is, a conversation with myself, and which I also want to share with you. So if you are a builder, please, can you just raise your hand? Like if you are a builder or you are looking to build a solution already, can you wave your hand? So we only have one person. Okay, two, three. That's all. Four, five. Please, let's raise our hand, please. Please. Okay, five. I've counted five. All right. So building beyond hype. And the reason why I kind of want to discuss this is a kind of reflection whereby I've been in Web3 space since 2017. I've seen a lot of events of, products, the evolution of different phases of solutions that have come about in the Web3 space. And for myself, the journey started, from the business aspect of things, and then getting into the Web3, into being a founder, being a builder. And I've built solutions that, based on the trend of the market, could not survive. So, but right now, we have a solution out there as well. So, yeah. So why do you have to build? And the reason why I ask that, who are the builders in this app? Because I'm going to try as much as possible to engage us. Yes. So I just need three people to come out. If you are building something, just come out and tell us, why are you building? Why do you have to build? So please, if you are confident enough, just come outside and tell us, okay, this is what I'm building. Basically, that's all. You can tell us what you are building as well. So just to let people know. Please, so who is coming out? Who's joining me here? Just, okay. So we still need two more people, please.
So what am I building? It's simple. You see a problem and you try to solve the problem. That's just the reason I'm building.
Okay, interesting. So you see a problem and you try to solve the problem. Okay, that's good. So you're building a solution for a problem. Yeah. So another person, is our second person here? Okay. So we build because we want to solve real world problem. And building is essential. There's something I would like to say first is that when we talk about Web3, we are not just here to adopt Web3. We are actually the builders of Web3. We are not just here to adopt blockchain. We are actually the builders. So if you're always thinking about it, Web3 adoption, oh, is it happening? Is it not happening? Don't let us continue that thought. Don't continue that thinking. Think it this way. The Web3, we need to build it so that it can solve our problem, so that we can use it. That's it. So adoption will not just happen by the fact that, oh, someone is holding Bitcoin, someone is holding Ethereum, and that's, oh, yes, there's Web3 everywhere. Is actually, we need to think about it as a solution that needs to improve our life, or that will improve our lives. So we are not just adopters. We are the builders. So and I'm going to be saying this because it's very important that when you want to build, it's very important for you to tailor it now, because the playbook of building in Web3 has changed. So it's very important for you to tailor it now to real life use cases. Gone are the days whereby our mindset towards building was to build a solution with the mindset that is going to get, I'm going to deploy a token, I'm going to launch a token, and then I'm going to list it on exchange, and then it's going to get to a level whereby it gets listed on centralized exchanges, and I have my exit liquidity. That playbook is gone. So this is just for me telling you beforehand today that our mindset right now towards building, we need to define the why before you start it. Don't just start it because you are looking forward to a token and you want to have exit liquidity. No. Build it because you are solving a real world problem, and that solution is going to what? Help the ecosystem to be better. Now, the ecosystem you are building in is very important for you to, to know this. The ecosystem you operate in creates the opportunities or defines the opportunities and the challenges. So right now we are talking about Web3. There are a lot of opportunities in Web3. At the same time, there are challenges in building in Web3. So you need to understand the Web3 space you are in. You need to understand the technology. You need to understand that, okay, what are the who are the players? What protocols are existing? You need to know this. So it's beyond just looking at, oh, there are a lot of projects, there are a lot of things happening, and you just okay, let me try and do something as well. First and foremost, define your why. Then understand the niche, the ecosystem, because it's very, very important as we build. Also, positioning yourself. Um, the reason why I'm not trying to recite this is because that is what I want everybody to take. So I know it's on the screen, so you can just take note of those things. So positioning yourself, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more here because what it means to position yourself is very, very important. It means you aligning your strength with the market needs. You know what you have. Now you want to align it with what the market needs. Now, don't forget we are coming with a mindset that we are building real world use case, real world solution, right? So by the time you define what you want to build, you know why you want to build, you know the ecosystem, you know the niche that you need to build. Now you need to be able to position yourself. And that is you aligning yourself with the needs of the market is very, very, very important. You need to align yourself with what the market needs. And then in aligning yourself, you also need to know how to position your project or your product so that it can branch out from the crowded space. So that you don't get your product does not get kind of clogged up with scams, memes, project that doesn't have value or reward use case. So you must be very, very conscious of positioning. It's very easy for you to just say, oh, someone is building, and you can easily just identify, oh, maybe he's building one project, to just launch a coin, to just launch something. So you need to be able to position yourself, identify the key leaders, identify the players, connect with them. And from there, you're able to create a brand that represents the value you are offering. Now, long-term mindset and delayed gratification. This is one of the most difficult things for founders in the Web3 space. Everybody, or most, I use the word everybody just but most builders are always looking forward to, launching a token, getting that immediate reward. And it's beyond that here. It's beyond that. Web3, when you are building a real world solution, it takes time. You need to have patience. You need to understand that this is a very, very fast moving, evolving industry. It's still evolving. Everything is still evolving in the industry, including the technology itself. I don't know if you were here earlier when someone was talking about the open master, the account abstraction, a lot of things are being bringing into the space. And all these things started, for example, account abstraction was announced by Vitalik last year, March. Imagine. So, and now it's defining the entire industry landscape of how we build Web3. Now everybody is integrating account abstraction, paymaster. Why? Because that is now what we need to implement. And when did it came out? Just last year. So you can see how evolving it is. So it's very, very important for you to know that, okay, you are not in a space whereby you just plug and play and you want to cash, or maybe you want to get something real quick. No, you need to have a long-term mindset, and you need to build in that with that mindset. Delay gratification is very, very important. So prioritize long-term so that you can focus and see the broader vision of what you are trying to achieve. Also, be ready to survive. I can tell you 99.9%. Now, in the when you are building generally, is maybe you are a startup founder or whatever. Over 95% of startup fails. Now, in the Web3 space, over 99.8 plus. So is I don't want to say 99.9. So, but 99.8 fails in Web3. So you are building a space whereby so many things are not regulated, so many things are still very here and there. So you must be ready to survive. And for you to survive, following the things I've outlined and then having long-term vision, able to see the broader vision of what you are trying to achieve is very, very important, because success is not final and failure is not fatal. It is what the courage to continue that counts. So with everything you are going to face, with all the challenges you're going to face, you must know that I want to do this. I'm ready for it, and I'm flexible enough. So, and one of the key things for that is that, just so that I won't miss, just want to mention two things here, is that for you to be able to survive, you must be ready to adapt. You must be ready to adapt. It's fast evolving, so you must be ready to adapt. Another thing is that you must be ready to pivot when it's necessary. Regulation can come and hit you, and whatever you are building at that time, so you must be ready to pivot. And lastly, the oxygen is faith. You can't, to me, I always take it that there's no way I'm going to be able to, or anybody can build anything without having a strong belief. So you must have faith when you are starting, when you are going about it, and in the journey of it. So to start, to achieve anything, to keep going, and to be on top, you need to have faith. So believe you can, and you're halfway there. Thank you.
Please, a round of applause for him. Yeah, so, oh, wow, I'm seeing two hands already. I will pick one. You have spoken, so that gives me.
Okay. So my question goes to the big projects out there. So I noticed like back then in 2017, thereabout. So it's very hard to like list on an exchange, but right now, if you see the trend, like just a few days back, I went to check Shiba and I saw 8 billion market cap. I compared with some other projects that are really building in like what you said. So I noticed like what is your perception of the big guys out there? They are not supporting the builders exactly, but you can see the case of Shiba, even these dogs that just launched. Yeah, so the big guys are even there to support people that are not exactly building, but are there to turn the eba. You understand? To make the money. Because the goal, so far you're not a charity organization, is to turn the eba. That's just the truth. So what is your perception on that?
Okay.
I don't know. Do you understand the question?
Yes.
Okay, please.
I understand. So in the best way I understand your question. So the thing about this whole space is about there's always season. And because the space has not matured. So lack of maturity brings a lot of hypes. So people kind of create things that they believe that, okay, this might be what will bring maturity. So lack of maturity is like creating an event whereby what is going to determine the the stay or the language that people will adapt to this space. So people are trying to find that. So that's why there have always been trends. I remember back in 2019 when Uniswap came with the DeFi narrative. Everybody jumped on it. And that's it. So everybody believed that, okay, this is going to be and that's how it is. So when something comes, it's kind of want to define what industry looks like. But the real thing is that playbook is gone.
Okay.
That's the information I want to tell you.
Please.
So we are getting to this phase whereby maturity is coming to the space. You can see ETFs have been granted, and that is the peak of regulation. There's no more regulation after ETF. So what now needs to come is ETF creating the balance and people building in the line of real world utility.
Okay.
So, and that is how it goes. So I don't know if that answers your question.
Please,
so,
a round of applause for Titus. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please drop the mic there.